everyone. Hello. Why are you in the jar always? How do you manage to do that? I cannot believe this. Hello Tech, hello Zon, hello Alex. How are you guys doing? Ah! Ouch. Okay, I'm fine. I'm okay. Oh my god. Okay. Hello. Oh my god, okay. Hold up. Give me a second. I'm not very organized. I'm not gonna lie. I was I almost like missed starting stream on time because I was playing with Zone's model. I had it in VTube Studio and I was like, oh my god, this model is so much fun. I was like, yay! Look at the angles, look how it turns. Maybe I'll just rebrand this Zone. I mean, like, you know, I kind of need an upgrade, and I worked hard on that model, so I think I deserve it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do that. Stressed out, but doing good. How are you? I'm okay, I guess. I don't know. I had a weirdly long weekend. I don't even know what exactly made it so long, but it feels to me like it's been so long since Saturday. Like, I streamed on Saturday, right? I don't know why, but it feels like it's been for fucking ever. I don't know why. Even though, like, it hasn't really been that long. I don't know. Time just kind of stretched really strangely for me. That's identity theft. I don't think so. I made the model. Like, it's my own work. Would it be identity theft if you posed as your own child? I don't think so. That's technically still your DNA. So, yeah. Hello, Zephan. Is this gonna be Zone's channel? Nah. You never know. I might, like, change the hair to a bob cut and the bunny ears to horns, and we are literally good to go. It's done. Hello, Xeef. Okay. Bruh, don't bruh me. It's gonna be fine. Anyway, so today, I'm finally gonna do it. I'm finally gonna use all the fucking brushes that I never use, okay? You guys don't understand. I have so many brushes that I never use. If I find my fucking drawing. Okay, there it is. Every time. So today we are drawing this really hardcore emo Hatsune Miku. She volunteered. I was like, okay, who can I use as my test subject? And Hatsune Miku, when in doubt, draw Hatsune Miku. I think it always works every time. It's, you know, it's literally foolproof. I can't believe it's barely Wednesday. Exactly, like, man. Oh, Lera is streaming. I almost didn't notice because I was playing. You was playing what? Evelyn. So yeah, so let me tell you about me and brushes, right? So every artist, that's normal. We all have like favorite brushes that we really like using, right? But the problem is that I literally spend money on brushes. Like, I've bought brush sets and then I don't use them. It's like the equivalent of when people buy lots of Vocaloids and then they just use like 3 of them for songs. Like, I had this brush set that I paid money for, okay? It was real world money, alright? It came with 138 brushes, and I used 2 of them. Now, I use them very regularly. They're some of my favorite brushes. But I only use 2 of them. And then I have this marker set that I also paid money for. And I use 1 of them. And then I have 2 sets that I do use pretty regularly. So I guess those are off limits today. I have this folder called brushes I actually use. So that one is off limits. I can't use any of the brushes from the brushes I actually use folder. But I guess I'm allowed to use basically any of the 138 brushes that are not those 2 specific brushes that I use all the time. That's called throwing money away. That is not true. I use 2 of the brushes, like a lot. The 2 brushes that I use from this set. Okay, so this one I use for all of my line art for the print style. Oh my god, my tablet is frozen. I think. Hello? Oh my god! Clip Studio Paint, are you okay? Oh, well, it's fine. I don't know why Clip Studio just had a stroke. I think it hurt me. It was like, I'm sorry, how many brushes did— Whoa. What is happening? Okay, hold up. I'll restart Clip Studio Paint. That's weird. Give me 1 second. It never does that. Clip Studio is my best friend. Clip Studio Paint never does that. Do not lie to me like that, Clip Studio Paint. Vominami. Guys, you can't just come in here and play slots. Like, can you at least say hi? Can you at least be like, hi? Anyway, so this brush I actually use for all of my lining in the print style. So it's like one of my favorite brushes of all time. And then I have this other one that I also use. It has a nice texture. It looks like a photocopy. See, it's like I'm drawing this on the sketch layer. Oh my god. Well, today Lera chose violence apparently. I had to sketch this with a brush I don't use for sketching ever, by the way. I sketched this as a brush I don't use. Okay, I'm dedicated. And that sucked so bad. I hated that experience because I have like 2 favorite pencils for sketching. I guess it was just 2 very expensive brushes. I mean, it wasn't that expensive. It was a good deal. I think I paid like, I don't know, maybe like $15 for like over 100 brushes. So I'm not exactly complaining. It's just that I didn't use any of them. But today that changes, guys. Today we will use, well, not all of them, but some of them. How crazy are these brushes? Oh my god, I don't know. I literally don't know. Let's test some of them out, because we do need to find what we're gonna line this with, since we can't line with my normal brush. I usually line my painted pieces with this pencil. It feels really nice. I don't know why. It kind of sucks for line art, but I'm just used to that now. It's my life. Yeah, maybe I'll find new favorites. You know, you never know. I also download lots of brushes, and then I forget to actually install them. So I actually installed a bunch of brushes today that I had downloaded, but never like actually installed. So I do have some new brushes as well. I got this canvas texture brush. Actually, that one is really nice. I might use it at some point. The problem for me with a lot of brushes is that I use really big canvas sizes, right? I draw on huge formats. If you ever like got a commission from me or anything like that, you probably like open the drawing and you're like, why the fuck is this so big? Like, like they're just so huge, you know? What the fuck is— okay, I don't know. Why is there like— there's like— see, there's seams in this. Like, you're probably not supposed to see these if you're normal and you don't use 4000 by 4700 pixel 300 dpi canvas, okay? Hello, nonsense. Sorry I'm late. I was on a pirate ship. That sounds sick. It would have been funny to use a random number generator to pick a brush. I mean, honestly, I could do that. I could do that. Do you want me to do that? I could do that. It's gonna be so bad. I could totally do that. Why not? Like for line art. Then there's this brush, which also has a very clear seam. Yeah, yes, that's a problem for me with brushes. Like, it's just that, like, they weren't built for me and my huge canvas sizes. I also got this. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with this, guys. What the fuck is this? Like, what does this mean? Scales? Maybe you could draw some fish scales with this. I don't know. And I got this brush. Also don't know. Also don't know what to do with it. Yeah. I just looked for my like downloads and I looked for Clip Studio and I was like, oh, what brushes are popular right now? And I downloaded some of those as well. But I just know I'm never gonna use those. Literally never gonna use those. How much kills do you want? Use a triangle brush? I can't. I used the triangle brush before. It's on my brushes I actually use folder. I do appreciate the triangle brush. I don't use it as much anymore, but I used to use a lot in my watercolor style stuff. You know, it's a shame I kind of forgot it exists. That's another problem with brushes. You can have so many cool brushes, and then you kind of just forget that you actually have them. Like, I legit forgot some of these existed. But anyways, I'm gonna pick a random brush from this 138 set. Because these are all technically inks, so they will work for lining. Random number. You know, the random number generator never works out for me. It's always like the worst thing ever. But that's okay. That's fine. Okay, so maximum 138. Generate. 132. I have a bad feeling about this. That's suspiciously close to the end. 142 is called 3rd grade art class. Why is it called that? This brush is called 3rd grade art class. I'm not making this up, guys. Look. Why is... I don't want to draw in 3rd grade art class! Look! Can you guys see it? 3rd grade art class! Right there! 132! It's in the bonus effects section. We are so cooked. Am I about to line this drawing with something that's literally a bonus effect? Oh, curse you for suggesting this idea. All you guys do is make my life miserable. Anyways. Time for our third grade. What does it even look like? What does this brush even look like? Okay, that's fine. That's okay. I mean, it has barely any pressure. It's like a crayon. Oh god, it's a crayon, isn't it? It has like no pressure, almost. There's, well, it has a little bit of pressure, I guess. Well, we are lining with this today, besties, I guess. Hello, Mr. E, how are you? You were not kidding, aren't you? Doesn't treat you right. Anything that has to do with like chants and stuff like that just hates me, I think. I'm pretty sure, like, it's always like the worst outcomes. I love crayons. Do you like eating them? I do. I'll save you the red one for next time. Finally a brush to fit my art skill level. Oh my god. Well, here I go, I guess. Time to line this beautiful Hatsune Miku. She's so sexy. And I'm out here like, yeah, you're worthy of the 3rd grade art class brush. Some of these are so stupid. Like, I was looking for them today. There is a brush on here literally called Dry Ass Brush. Like, that's the name, guys. It's called Dry Ass Brush. Somebody, like, who was making it, they were like, man, what a dry ass brush. Jeez. Like, why you gotta be so mean to the brush? You made the brush. Why are you insulting it? You like the green one? Okay. I'll save you the green crayon the next time I'm eating crayons for dinner. Hello, Sam. Welcome. But yeah, in our news, you know what you guys did with your gambling? Like, last stream, it was last stream, right? The South Scrimshaw thing. After the stream, I go to check my Twitter notifications, and I saw that the game dev of South Scrimshaw retweeted the stream and followed me. And I was like, I forgot my pen, by the way, there it is. And I was like, oh, so they may or may not have seen whatever was happening on that stream. I'm like, I hope they didn't watch it. Like, surely they didn't watch it. You know, they're a busy person. They're working on South Scrimshaw too. They're very busy. They don't have time to watch streams, I'm sure. But I was, guys, the creator of that game is based. We just gambled for like 2 hours. Well, you guys gambled for like 2 hours. And I was just there like, guys, the whales. Well, let me move my microphone out of the way because I can't really draw with it here. There you go. I was like, guys, look at the whales, and you people were like, oh, I don't care about the whales, Lera. I have no emotional attachment to this baby whale whose mother just died. I'm so embarrassed. And I saw that after the stream. I would have behaved very differently if I knew about that beforehand. You know, if I knew that the game dev could potentially see it, I would have behaved very differently. It's like, you know, that wasn't my proudest stream, I think. I'm pretty sure I called the whale ugly like multiple times, and that wasn't very nice of me. Oh god. Don't dissociate from us? I will. He should bring back the stone dog. Maybe message them on Twitter and be like, yeah. Is Stone Dog making a comeback in South Scrimshaw 2? We're all waiting. Oh my god. But yeah, I guess that happened. I will forever, this forever goes into like, I only have bad experiences with game developers, man. This goes into like my never-ending list of bad experiences with game developers. Well, I guess it wasn't really like a bad experience. Well, they didn't do anything to me. I'm just really embarrassed. Maybe this can go on my embarrassing experiences with game developers shelf. I think that's better. Yeah, I think that's better. Anyway, okay, this brush is actually really tolerable for line art. That's okay. Am I allowed to use my usual fill tool to fill in the base colors? I guess not, because that's a brush I always use. You know, it's been years since I last used the normal fill. Ever since I downloaded that fill tool that I currently use, my life has changed. I don't really know if I want to go back to filling the normal way. We're gonna be here all day if I did that. Can we maybe make an exception for the fill tool? It's technically not a brush. It just gets us to the next stage faster, you know, the shading stage, which is where we should be using all the brushes. It doesn't count for base colors, I think. Time to slide into the dev DMs for keys to the game sequel. Okay! Real though, I do kind of want to play the second one. I added it to my wish list so that I get like a notification when it comes out, you know. And I must what? I must suffer? No! I don't want to. Why? I hate the normal fill tool. No one must bomb my ducks! Leave them alone! Oh my god, my poor ducks. Whoa. How did so many of them just survive it? Or, I don't know, like, there's like a bunch of them left. I thought mass bomb like gets rid of all of them. Oh, no, that's mass explode maybe. I guess sometimes they survive the bombing. Good for them. Their lives will like literally never be the same, but okay, whatever. You're alive. Yeah, you go. I am in the jar. It threw me in the jar. Get me out of there. I was gonna say it's okay, but chat wants chaos, so they convinced me. Stop falling for peer pressure so easily. What the hell? I cannot believe this. I got a busy day today ahead of me, so I gotta head out early. I'll talk to you guys later. Oh, I know why you're leaving, Zone. Okay, I see how it is. The priorities is so clear to me in here. Like, okay. Put me in the jar. I'm sorry, you have to earn it. You have to earn it. You have to deserve being in the jar. You have to be well behaved. And then maybe you can be in the jar. Okay, maybe. If I don't forget. So then I just forget. Zone is pregnant? Yes, Zone is pregnant, you guys. I hope Zone already left, so he will not hear this slander that I'm about to say, but Zone is pregnant. This Miko is so sexy. I know, right? She looks really badass. I kind of popped off of this design. I'm not pregnant. Oh my god, Zone is one of those people who can't spell pregnant. Oh my god, it's just like that meme. Guys, it's real. That meme is real. Zone can't spell it. I'm sick, can I go in the jar? But then the germs are gonna be in the jar. You're gonna infect whoever is gonna be in the jar next, since it's gonna be sealed. Do we really want to have a sealed off jar of germs? Pregagante hype. Pregnant. At least I won't sneeze on everyone else. I guess that's kind of true. We could quarantine you in the jar. Honestly, that's a good idea. Maybe we should. We should quarantine you in the jar. There you go. Kitten is locked in there. You're also sick? That sounds like... It's like, you know, people are like, oh yeah, it's my birthday too today, kind of thing. That sounds like when people are like, oh yeah, I'm totally also sick. Yeah, it's totally my birthday. I don't believe it. This doesn't sound believable to me. All of a sudden, everyone is sick and everyone wants to be in the jar. Is that how it is? I'm sick and pregnant, Lera. Can I be in the jar? See, there it is. There it is. Unbelievable. You guys can't just exploit the system like that. What the hell? Cough, Lera. I think I'm also sick. No, you're not. Stop. You guys are such fakers, and you're not even good at it. Suddenly everybody's sick. My god. I was gonna say something and I already forgot. All you guys do is distract me from what I wanna say. Every day I'm like, yeah, I can talk about this on my art stream. And then I'm like, well, I'll surely remember it. I don't have to write it down. And then I forget. Oh my god, actually, I don't think this is what I wanted to tell you guys, but I gotta tell you about... Cough, I'm sick of losing at these slots! Exclamation mark, slots 200? Okay, I cannot believe this. The only thing that's sick about me is my dance moves. Alright. Anyways, you guys gotta hear about my heroic venture where I got rid of a moth. So like the last day Nonsense was here at night, a moth flew into the room where she was. Like I was like in another room. I was like getting ready for bed. And I hear her screaming. I hear her like screaming, and I come in. I'm like, "What's wrong?" And she's like, "There's a gigantic ass moth flew in," and she was so scared of it. I have never seen her like that. And you don't understand. I actually dealt with it. I caught it into a glass, and it took a lot of screaming and panicking. But I was not as calm as I would like it to pretend I was. But I put it into a glass, and then I tried releasing it the first time, and it flew right back in at me. Nonsense was like in a different room. She ran off, and she locked herself in another room, and I was like, well, I guess I'm dealing with it now. And so, I got rid of it. The second time I attempted it, we turned off the lights and it flew out for real. It was really funny. Honestly, like, the bravery I have shown was crazy because I really am not the person to get rid of bugs normally. You know, I'm kind of like, how do I say this? It's like, you know how some people are like, yeah, I have like a leadership personality or whatever, you know, people are like, yeah, this person is like suitable for leadership roles. Well, I am suitable for leadership roles if nobody else is gonna do it. It's like you know, if I'm in a room and there's multiple people there and a moth flies in and someone else is like, oh, I'm gonna deal with it, I'm like, yeah, you can deal with it. But if I'm in a room and there's a moth and everybody's freaked out and nobody wants to get rid of it, I'm gonna get rid of it. You know, I'm kind of like the assistant regional manager. I will get this. I'm a fan of group projects. You know, like if somebody else wants to lead the group project, be my guest. But if nobody else will do it, I guess I'll do it. Like, I'm like, you know, the emergency leader. I will take care of whatever it is if nobody else will. Like, I actually sound like a character from The Office right now. I thought you had a bug collection. That was a very long time ago. Also, like, there are some bugs that I'm okay with, and there are some bugs that I'm not okay with. Well, I'm like fine with moths. They don't scare me as much. But that one was big. And it was flying around really, like, unpredictably. Like, it was, like, going crazy. Like, for some reason, it was, like, I don't know. It was kind of going off, and I did not like that. I couldn't predict where it was trying to fly next. And it was really difficult to capture into a cup. But I did it. Just hit it with a broom. Well, I didn't want to kill it, because once again, I'm like okay with moths. I don't hate them, right? Like most insects, I just murder on sight. But moths, I tolerate. It had glowing eyes, by the way. What the fuck was up with that? You know that meme where it's like lamp? And it's got those like glowing eyes? That's what it looked like. Why the fuck were its eyes glowing? What the hell was in that moth's, like, dinner? I don't know. That was really scary. You're the in case of emergency and there's no other option, break glass? I am! I'm so glad. Maybe I should put that in my resume. Do you think that's, like, a good thing to put on your resume? Do you think that's something that people should be proud of? Or that's something I should probably never mention to anybody? I don't know. Like, you know, I get things done. Just like, if nobody else will do it. If somebody else will do it, please go ahead and do it. But, you know, if no one else will do it, I'll just do it myself. Did the moth have cute face and antenna? Man, I mean... Are you thinking of that one moth that's, like, fluffy and cute and, like, adorable? You know, that one photograph? Because that's not real. That's not a real moth. I'm pretty sure it's like a plush toy or like some kind of like art thing. They do not look like that. Yes, the suit moth. It's not real, man. I mean, that's not a real moth. It's a toy that somebody made. They do not look like that in a real life. Have altar. Could be a good skill, shows you got the guts to get things done when no one else can. It's not? No. It's not real. Moths don't look this adorable in real life. It's fake. I'm sorry. It's literally not real. Will I regret not closing these circles when I'm filling this in with my not usual fill tool? Perhaps, but that's okay. That's a future me's problem, even if that future me will be here in like 10 minutes. That's fine. But yeah, you know, if you guys ever like need something done and nobody else will do it, you know, I guess hit me up. I don't know. Unless it's a spider. Do not call me if it's a spider. Well, obviously I will get rid of a spider in my own home because nobody else will do it, so I have to. But I would like to avoid all encounters with spiders in any other case. You know, I will not get rid of a spider on purpose for you. There is a pint moth. It is real, right? I don't know. I know what that looks like. I can look it up. Pint moth. Yeah, is it in pink moth? I guess that's real. It doesn't look that cute to me. It kind of looks like the atrocity that flew into our house. Spiders are pretty chill. No, they're not. That one spider I had in my bathroom like 2 months ago. It was that long ago, but I still think about it every day. Every time I enter the bathroom, I fucking think of it. I fucking think of that thing, and I'm like, good God, what the fuck was that? I am starting to think that it might be somebody's pet. Well, it was somebody's pet. I killed it. Because, like, that wasn't a normal spider. It was not a normal spider, guys. Those do not... Like, that looked like something that could maybe wander into your house in Australia. But not in the UK. It was big. It was black. It was chunky as fuck. I have never seen a spider like that in my life before. Definitely not indoors. And I still, every time I enter the bathroom, still to this day, I look around carefully. I look around very carefully and I'm like, oh my God. I hope it's not here, even though I killed it. Why do I always join a stream like conversation about spiders? I think because they're such a big part of my life in a negative way. Like, you know, spiders are just like the bane of my existence, unfortunately. And I gotta rant to somebody about this, okay? Like, nobody in real life would listen to me. They're just like, Lera, come on. You know, I literally had a dude tell me, okay, so he said something like, oh, like, you know, what are you afraid of? Do you have any fears? Which is a very normal thing to ask a woman, I think. Yeah, sure, we just met, but yeah, ask me what my fears are. That's totally not weird. And I was like, oh, you know, I'm really afraid of spiders, actually. And he was like, really? Spiders? Like, that's such a stereotypical fear. Couldn't you have picked something more interesting? And I was like, I'm sorry, do we like choose fears now? Do we like go to the phobia store and we're like, oh, I think I want to be afraid of spiders. Oh, you know what? Heights. Heights is what really will work for me as a main fear, I think. We were dumpster for Lera's fought. You guys really are, and I appreciate it. I could not thank you enough. You know, this is better than therapy. I do not need therapy because I am here and I can just talk about whatever. And people even, you guys barely even listen to me. Like, I don't have to worry that you guys are gonna remember any of this because you guys are just like, slots 100. You know, I can literally just be like, I killed a man yesterday, and you'll be like, what? And I'll be like, what? And then it's, you know, and then it's just history. Who cares? I'm ready for the IRS, me too. Did you guys hear that the Apothecary Diaries manga artist got a sentence for tax evasion? Like, first of all, free her. She did nothing wrong. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? She's literally an icon. And the moment itself. Get her the fuck out. Second of all, honestly, girl boss. I can respect that. Slots 100, there it is. Girl boss too hard, I know, right? We had a spider infestation once at my mom's house. I killed so many spiders. Do not tell me that. That was like my worst nightmare. Literally. You're afraid of spiders? That's so tacky and so lame. Yeah, it's so stereotypical to be afraid of spiders. Well, luckily for that guy, question mark. I don't really know what his deal was. He did stand outside my house once also. you know how it is. It could be a funny emote, slots 100. No, how about we don't make any emotes, slots 100. So yeah, I don't know. I'm also really afraid of... Well, actually, I'm not that afraid of the dark. But that guy... No! Believe it or not, it was a different guy. It was another guy that stood outside my house. I'm just such a fascinating person, you guys. I'm just so fucking interesting. They can't get enough of me. No, it was this guy from my class. We went to school together, and like I barely knew him at the time. And I think I just mentioned something like, "Oh yeah, I live like over there." And then one day he just showed up outside my house. And like, and my parents were like, "Lera, there's like a guy. There's a guy who is that?" And he's like outside waiting for you. And I was like, I need to write my English essay. I was like, this is due tomorrow. I need to write my English essay. Like, I don't know what he wants. Like, send him away. And then my parents kept asking about him. They're like, "Oh my god." So, because I think they thought that he liked me or something. And they were like, "So how's this guy doing? So how's this guy?" And I'm like, I don't fucking know. I don't want to know. I was like, look. It do be like that sometimes. I don't know. He was really weird. Like, he was technically in my friend group, but he also wasn't. Like, you just never know where he is. Like, he was a really strange guy. Like, he would just like disappear for weeks sometimes. Like, he would just like not come to school, and then he would show up randomly. It was really strange. And then he got a girlfriend, and I was like, okay, good for you. And I kid you not, one time I saw him open his wallet, and he had a picture of her in his wallet. And I was like, wow, that is very interesting. Who puts their high school girlfriend in their wallets? Like, I don't know. Like, maybe you could have like a picture of, I don't know, like your grandma in there or something. I don't know. It was kind of weird. People are just so... There are just all sorts of people out there, you guys. It's so exciting. Which is exactly why I don't go outside. I've had enough of humans since I finished school and university. And I would just like to live my life peacefully in my room. I think I've had enough human contact back then for the rest of my life. Probably a drug dealer, that would be funny. We had drug dealers in my school too, actually. We had this guy. Okay, there was this guy. I don't know why my school was this way. Okay, don't ask me. But, so I took psychology A-level, right? It was a very fun class. I enjoyed it. But on the very first lesson, which I guess it was kind of like orientation. It wasn't even like officially first lesson. I think it was like for people who might want to take it, but they're unsure. So the teacher was answering all the questions. And he was like, "Yeah, guys, ask me any questions you would like about the class, about the subject, how it works, blah, 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 and I'll tell you." And this one guy straight up asks, "So, are we gonna learn how to manipulate people?" I was sitting there like, I'm sorry, did he just ask? And then the teacher was like, no? Like, And then, like a week later, that was the beginning of the school year. And I think he was new, I'm not sure. But like a week or two later, he got expelled for selling weed to 8th graders. Like, how old are you in 8th grade, guys? That must be like 13, right? This guy was selling weed to 13-year-olds at school. Like, he was doing it in school, I think. And he got expelled. So, yeah. That was fun. And it was that same guy who asked if he could manipulate. We also had a guy who punched a wall from anger. He got, like, really angry. And he punched a wall. And... and there was like a hole in the wall for a while. Like, I don't know. I think they took like ages to fix it. So like it was just there. And like I barely even knew that guy. So like that was like basically my only memory of him. Like, oh yeah, it's that guy that punched a wall. And I remember my friend, like years after we graduated, she was like, yeah, I was in the gym and I saw, and she says his name, and I'm like, who's that? I don't remember anyone. And she's like, Lera, it's the guy that punched the wall. And I was like, oh yeah, that guy. Like, was his name Kyle? No. He had quite the interesting classmates. Yeah. I've been to 2 schools in Spain. And they were both somehow really weird. Like, my school in Russia was, like, strangely tame. I don't know. Like, it was okay, you know. I was looking back at my Russian school and I'm like, well, sure, they're all married with 3 children now because it's Russia. But they were pretty okay, you know? But, like, in my Spanish schools, people were fucking insane. I swear to God, like, I gotta say, the second school, the one where I graduated from, it was actually fairly tame compared to the first one I went to. The first one I went to, I wasn't actually like supposed to be there. I was basically there because they accepted. Okay, so I didn't know any English or Spanish. I've told this story before, but for those of you who don't know, I didn't know any English or Spanish when I first came to Spain. So I was supposed to go into the other school, which is the one I graduated from, but they didn't like accept people with not enough English. And I didn't know any English. So for the time being, I was put into this other school for like a year so that I could get better at English, and then I was supposed to transfer. But you were born in Spain. I was not, despite the popular belief by me, I was not born in Spain. I think we all know a wall puncher. I thought it was just something that only happens in the office. But apparently it's real. Apparently that's how people take out their, you know, anger, I guess. English was the issue in Spain, remarkable. It was a school where they taught it mostly in English, so yeah, kind of. They will teach you Spanish, but you have to know English for some reason. I don't know why. But, I thought you were Canadian. Okay, that's new. That is definitely new. On the bit of holes in the wall, one time my classmate got angry and threw a monitor into the wall. I had a girl throw a pencil case at me once. Yeah, there was this girl, I really wasn't getting along with her, and she threw her like entire pencil case at me. And I don't remember if she hit me with it or not. I can't quite remember. But yeah, that happened. But anyways, so the first school I was at, it actually felt like some kind of asylum. Like, I'm sorry. It was crazy in there. Everybody was so weird. This one kid, like, bit a teacher once. And, like, it was a madhouse. I don't know what was happening there. I just wanted to be out of there. Gerardo, thank you so much for the super chat. You were born in Spain. You know what? Yeah, sure. I was born in Spain, whatever. At this point, I'm too tired to like argue with you guys about this. So yeah, whatever. I was born in Spain. They're actually American. I'm whatever you guys want me to be. And, you know, it's fun. I'm like Hatsune Miku. Staying on topic of drawing Hatsune Miku. You know, Miku is whatever you want her to be. I'm Hatsune Miku. You know, if you guys say I'm Spanish, whatever, I guess, fine. I can't be bothered to correct you people anymore. I knew this guy. I met this guy like last year, and he thought I was French, which was really confusing to me because like I think he thought I was French because of my name, and I was like, I don't know, man. I don't think my name sounds very French. Like, I guess kind of, but like not really. I don't know. It was weird. He was like, "Are you French?" No, I am not. She was born in Spain without the S. That is true. That is also correct. Someone thought I was French once too. I just looked at them strangely. The iconic French accent, right? As well as my accent too, you know? How do you hear me speak and think, yeah, this girl's probably... Well, I feel like at this point my accent is like really weird and ambiguous. Like, I feel like a lot of people do ask me, they're like, where the fuck is your accent from? And I'm like, at this point, it's anyone's guess. Like, it's supposed to be Russian, but it's kind of not anymore, to be honest. You know, it just exists. I'm just here, guys, okay? Like, leave me alone. I don't know what's become of my accent. I genuinely don't know what's going on anymore. I'm as confused as you are about what the hell is happening with my accent. Your accent is everywhere. Yeah, Mrs. Worldwide. You sound like someone from London who's lived overseas for a little too long. But I'm the opposite. I'm someone who lived overseas and then randomly came to London. I'm not from here. This is great. Yeah, I don't know, like, lately, because people would be like, yeah, you sound a little bit British, and I kept being like, no, I don't. No, I fucking don't. Take that back. Take that back. That's an insult. But, like, lately I listen to myself back, like, on streams, and I'm like, I guess I do sound kind of British. Like, it's a little bit strange. I pronounce some words really weirdly. My accent's all over the place, too. Well, I think you sound more British than I do. Nonsense. I'm sorry. No offense. They're European. What the fuck is a European accent? Had to spend a year in Texas and add to the accent. I can't really hear your accent. You sound normal to me. What exactly does normal imply? You know, there's no such thing as like no accent. Like, I feel like if you speak like in a different language, you will definitely have some kind of accent. I feel like. What does that mean? What does normal imply? What is a normal accent, Minamik? What is a what counts as a normal accent? I genuinely want to know. When someone says European accent, I imagine Belgium. Really? I don't know. Growing up, people thought I was British, but I just had a speech impediment. I think I heard of it. A lot of American kids would start speaking with a British accent because Peppa Pig was so popular. Apparently, a lot of like kids who grew up on Peppa Pig would end up with a British accent, even though they're like not British children, which I think is hilarious. Hello, Aaron. How are you? The way news people talk. What does that mean? I had to hear myself in a meeting recording for work, and all I can think is, damn, people have to hear this accent from me. You know, I'm like really used to like just hearing myself speak ever since I started streaming. Mostly because like I do like editing for clips and stuff like that, you know. So I don't know. I don't I'm like super used to it now. I used to like really be like, oh my god, do I really sound like this? But now it's kind of whatever, man. I actually don't care anymore. I guess it's true what they say. You hear yourself on recording like enough times and you actually stop giving a shit. They hire people to talk on national TV that all sound the same. Really? I didn't know that. Peppa Pig continuing the influence of the Empire. I know. I still can't stop laughing at that one part in the Peppa Pig game that like does this random tribute to the Queen, but it looks just so stupid. Like they're jumping in puddles or something like that, and then it suddenly goes, R.I.P. Queen Elizabeth. It was so funny, like it's a kid's game. Why are you putting this? Like, children don't care that their queen died. I'd be amazed if they knew. I'm still in that denial state. That's okay. You'll get there. Well, the message sent backwards. I'm probably your internet freaked out and the shorter message sent first. When I was listening to builders talk outside, I couldn't understand what kind of language it was, and it was, yeah! It was Albanian! There's these builders outside my window now. Well, not right now, thank God. So they're renovating the house right next to mine, and just so you guys know, it is very close to me. Like, my room is a nightmare. Because, so, like, this is me at my desk with my monitor here. I'm just chilling, okay? And then I've got like this window here. And right in that window, if you open it, because I have like milky glass kind of thing on it, right? So you can't see through it. But if you open the window, there is like another house, like right there, another window. And you can see there's this woman and she's always there, like she's her kitchen. And she's always there in the kitchen, like, washing the dishes or cooking. And she's just, like, there. And, like, this is how I fucking live my life. So when it's really hot in the summer and I have to open the window, I'm just low-key, like, I hide behind my monitor. Like, I lean so that I'm just behind my monitor so that I'm not constantly making eye contact with the woman across. Like, it's terrifying. And she's always fucking in the kitchen. I swear to God. Like, I hate it. I actually hate it so much. But yeah, either way. What the hell? Am I so close? I don't know. It's like literally really close. So yeah, and now they're renovating their house. So there's builders there. And one morning, I woke up because they were there working. And I kid you not, it sounded, they were talking to each other, and it sounded like they were in my room. Okay, I woke up in the morning, because you know how you wake up kind of half aware? Like, you don't really know what's going on. I woke up like that because I heard two men's voices in an unknown language in my room. And then I look, and I'm like, oh my god, it's the builders, they're outside, like... It scared me so bad. It actually sounded, because like they were so close, you know, they were like just outside the window, I guess. It actually sounded like they were in my room. That's a scary way to wake up. Yeah, this house is just so full of surprises, man. I'm also, my newest fear in this house is not the builders and not the spiders and not anything else. My newest fear in this house is burning alive. And that is because I apparently cannot hear the fire alarm when I'm wearing headphones. At all. That happened to me today. It went off again today. And I actually only heard it because I had, like, my music wasn't currently on. And I heard it, and I was like, oh, if my music was on, I would not have heard it because it was like really faint. And I have noise cancelling turned off. I literally cannot hear anything in these headphones. Like, they're great headphones, but oh my god. I'm so scared of one day just missing the fire alarm. It actually scares me. Like, I cannot hear it. Like, multiple times I've been in calls with people and they'd be like, Lera, what's that sound? Like, that happened multiple times now and I'm like, oh, that's the fire alarm. Guys, if you hear a really loud beeping, you have to tell me, okay? You gotta be like, Lera, your house is on fire, okay? Because, like, I can't hear it. I very obviously cannot hear it. I tried turning off noise cancelling. I put on ambient sound, which is technically a setting that lets you listen to the sounds outside. I still cannot hear it. I can just barely hear it. And you guys might think that the solution to this is, like, Lera, just don't listen to music in headphones. Well, I can't do that. I'm obsessed with music, and I love music. I need to listen to music every day or I will die. And headphones just give you that best sound quality. And honestly, I think it's okay. I would die for Len Kagamine pretending to be Spanish in that one song where he pretends to be Spanish. I think that's not a bad song to die to. I don't know, one day I'll just be like drawing Hatsune Miku while listening to Hatsune Miku. And the fire alarm will go off and everybody will evacuate, but not me. And then they'll find my burnt up corpse and they'll be like, well, at least she died doing what she loves. Oh my god. I remember thinking the fire alarm wasn't piercing my ears. You can hear it if you have headphones off. Like, I thought you just like listen to music on speaker for some reason. No, it's just that, like, you were over, so, like, I obviously wasn't gonna wear headphones because then I would not be able to hear you. Or anything. So I had it on speaker while nonsense was over. I had music on speaker, but, like, really quietly because I also don't want to disturb the neighbors, which is why I don't really like playing music on speaker as well. But yeah, like... Oh my god. Hey, Lera, what's that sound? I'm not gonna fall for this. I might have checked just now if there's a sound, but I wouldn't fall for something. You know I story about the boy who cried wolf, Alex. That's what you remind me of right now. One day there really will be a fire alarm, and you will try to tell me about it, and I won't believe you, and then you will be forever haunted by the fact that I died because of you. Or maybe you'll move on, like, really quickly. I mean, I don't know. I'm just a VTuber. maybe you won't care that much. Your life is in chat's hands. What could go wrong? I know, right? Like... Die doing what you love, being burned alive. Yeah! I think it's a pleasant way to go, honestly. It's fine. Anyways, what was I talking about until I started talking about how I might or might not burn to death? I don't know. I guess I was talking about how crazy everyone at my school was, but I don't really want to get into too much detail about that. In case they ever find this video and then they'll know that I talk shit about them. They probably won't, to be honest. Oh dang, Larry's on fire! Slots 200, yeah. That's pretty much what I expected out of this situation. Why am I not surprised? Oh yeah, speaking of, like, VTuber stuff, I guess. I'm so sad. I won't be able to go to Vexpo because, like, I don't want to spend the money on traveling to Birmingham and going there alone. It sounds really scary in there. Apparently, Nonsense told me they have the highest murder rate in Europe. And my mom told me that it's the 5th most unsafe town in Europe. So, message received, I guess. I get it. People don't want me to go to Birmingham by myself. I understand. Look, I get it. And it's like, I don't know, it's so much money to buy the tickets and then, like, to travel there and stuff like that. And I didn't know. Okay, like, I don't know. Maybe I just don't know how these kind of conventions usually work. But like, they took very long time to announce things. Like, I don't know. I don't really want to throw shade at them or anything. But I feel like they were announcing the guests really, really slowly. And they were being like super vague. They'd be like, yeah, Rin Penrose is gonna be at Vexpo, and then like no other information. Oh yeah, Iron Mouse is gonna be at Vexpo, and then like no other information, like what day, you know, how is it gonna work? They literally announced like last week that it's gonna be a raffle to meet with Rin, and I'm like, well, what if I already bought the tickets? What if I already spent all this money, and then to see Rin, and then I didn't win the fucking raffle? I think I would be pretty damn angry, to say the least. I think I might punch a wall for the first time in my life. Like, you should go makes you tough. I don't think so. I think the only thing it will make me is stabbed. So no, thank you. Birmingham has gotten a pretty rough reputation. For a second, I felt, I'm sorry, I can't go because I'm burning. Yeah, because the fire alarm. Yeah, totally. Right, it was like really last minute. And they've been announcing everybody like that. They take forever to make proper announcements. Like, I don't know. I don't want to throw shade at them. I think it's like the first time this convention is happening. So maybe it's gonna be better organized in next years. But it felt to me a little bit like they were just trying to get people to buy, like, buff day tickets. Just to make sure that they can go see their favorite. Like, I feel like they were being just vague enough so that people buy, like, the full weekend tickets. I don't know. That is kind of the vibe I got from it. I'm not saying anything. I don't know. I've never been to a VTuber specific convention before. I don't know how exactly they work, but, like, I feel like Offkai is probably bigger, but Offkai didn't have a raffle, from what I heard. You can just come up and talk to her. So, like, why was there a raffle for the European one? And are there that many people in Europe who, like, are into VTubers? Like, it's their first year. I don't know. It feels weird to me. It didn't make that much sense. Maybe they know something that I don't about this whole thing. I don't know. They're the organizers, so whatever, but I'm just kind of bummed because I really would like to see Rin. Congratulations, you've won the raffle. Just walk into this dark room to meet Rin. Yeah. I'll be honest, Lera, I wouldn't go either. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I had someone to go with, maybe, but like, I don't know. I already know anybody who cares about VTubers enough to go to Birmingham. With me, like, maybe next year. This is like their first year doing this, so maybe they'll be back next year or something. I don't know. I feel like more conventions in London don't really like have VTuber guests. I don't know why. Maybe VTubers are not as big in the UK. I feel like they were way more popular in Germany. Like, Dokomi had so much VTuber stuff. You know, Dokomi had a fucking artist. There was an artist alley table at Dokomi. So they had, like, you know, all the merch. And on the table, there was a tablet. And there was just, like, a VTuber there video calling. And she was, like, talking to people that came up to her booth. Like, I think she had, like, an assistant actually doing the sales. But she was there, like, virtually. Like, I don't actually know her. I have never seen her before. I'm really sorry. I have no idea who she is. But, like, I was like, wow, if I had someone I could send in my place, I would have done that too. Like, that's actually pretty cool. Imagine you just sitting, imagine you're, like, walking. People were really confused, though. Like, I saw this, like, little child who was at her booth, and she was, like, really, like, she was like, what? And her mom was like, no, go say hi to her. And the VTuber was like, hi! And the girl was just, like, staring at it, like, what am I looking at? It was really funny. Hello, Pressman. Hello, Phoenix. How are you guys doing? How are you? Your drawing looks super cute. You wrong! My drawing is really edgy and cool. It's not cute. It's edgy as fuck. Look how metal it is. Look, she has her mascara is like dripping. She's She's emo, okay? She's devastated. I'm feeling EP. I don't know how I can play some really loud sounds to wake you up if you want. I can like hit some metal plates against each other or something like that. Cute. How dare you? It's because you have a Metallica t-shirt. She has a Miku t-shirt. I can't really put anything on the t-shirt because it gets covered by the plush. It was just gonna say Miku, but like the plush kind of covers everything up, so there's not very much point of putting stuff on the t-shirt. I'm too nervous to meet my favorite streamers IRL. It's okay. I'm sure it's not that scary. I say that like I didn't actually like. There were some artists at Dokomi who I wanted to meet, but like I was too awkward to do it, so I would just come up and like buy something. Or some case I didn't even buy anything. I just stood there and then I left awkwardly. There was one person who like I actually kind of know from Twitter. And I came up to their table and I didn't buy anything, and I was like too shy. I was like, what if I tell them, oh, I'm listening to Gray, and they'll be like, who? I just kept imagining that scenario in my head, and I was like, yeah, I'm not gonna talk to this person. It's okay. I'm sure they don't remember me. Metallica. I wonder, is that actually real? I feel like something like that definitely exists. I'm tired. I have moved so much stuff. Yeah, moving is never easy, but good job. You did well. You deserve a break. You know what? This liner is actually like okay. I didn't even care, but I'm doing this with this like weird liner that I never use. This has actually been pretty, like, a pretty decent experience. I don't really have any complaints about this pen. See, guys? It was worth the money. Okay. I'm almost done. The lighting is taking me longer, though, than I expected, but whatever. Eating a sandwich on the floor of our new apartment. Isn't that exciting? Okay. Does the face look kind of weird? I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, the comic just had so much VTuber stuff, or at least it feels like it to me. Like there was lots of VTuber merch too. I remember when I went to like Comic-Con in London, there really wasn't like a lot of VTuber stuff, especially outside of like Hololive and I guess Luxium are like the big money bringers for merch artists. I didn't really see that much. I don't know, maybe they're more popular now. I mean, it's been like almost a year since then. I don't know. Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna be tabling at another convention. I just remembered. It's gonna be a very small one though. It's just like a one-day event. So I'm not gonna stock a lot for it. I think I'm just gonna reorder the stuff that's sold out at Dokami. And then for everything else, I'm just gonna bring like the leftovers. I think I'm not gonna reorder everything. Yeah. I'm still waiting back for a response from the big one, but I don't know, man. I feel like they're gonna be assholes about it. I do really want to do Dokami again. I wonder if they will accept me a second year in a row. I don't know. I wonder how they are about like letting people like to go multiple years in a row, because maybe they're gonna be like, oh, you already went last year. Leave some space for other people. I don't know. But yeah, I'm gonna go to the small one. I'll see how it goes. I don't really know how
because I've only been to Duckult before, right, as a seller. So I don't really know how big kind of not big or small conventions work in regards of like sales. I don't really think it's gonna be that crazy. Like, I don't know. It's weird because on one hand I'm like, well, because it's gonna be smaller, people are more likely to see your table, I guess. But also because it's smaller, there's gonna be less people. I don't know. I'm excited to go just so that I can find out. Just so that I can find out how it's gonna go and work, and if it's gonna be like I mean, the table was like a lot cheaper than the Duckult one too, so it's kind of whatever. Doesn't hurt to apply again. Yeah, I think the Duckult applications happen in like December or November. That's when I applied last year, at least. So there's still a while until the Duckult applications. My biggest problem right now with like con applications, because like I came back from the Duckult and I was like, you know what? I had a good time. I want to do more cons. But it looks like a lot of the cons that are upcoming already have all the spots filled up. So like, I don't know, maybe I guess I should have been applying to them while I was also getting ready to the Duckult. But also, like, I don't know, my mom was like, Lera, don't apply to any more places because you haven't been to the Duckult yet. You don't know if you'll like it. Maybe you'll hate it. Maybe it will be a waste of time. And money. And you already applied to all these other places. And I'm like, yeah, I guess that's fair enough. But now I'm like, well, apparently I missed applications to like all these other places because I keep like going to ones and that are like next year, like next January, next February, stuff like that, and they're all already full. Like, I even applied to something that's like literally next summer and they're like, yeah, it's full. Like, how is it full already? Who the fuck? Which ones of you are like planning this ahead? Who has their life this well put together that you can be like for sure, yeah, next summer I can definitely go there? Like, I don't know. Good for you for having that stability in life, I guess. Jeez. So yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll see how it goes. I really, really would like to get into more local ones, but it feels to me like everything in London is basically booked, or like it gets booked really quickly. I feel like a lot of conventions don't do it on application basis, like how Duckult does it. I feel like the really big ones do. But a lot of the ones that are smaller or like more local, it looks like they just do bookings. So basically it's like first come, first serve. You pay for the table and you get it. They don't really like check you. So like, I don't know. It looks to me like you basically just have to be there really early and book the table. And I'm like, well, how am I supposed to keep up with all these applications? There's too many. I've put myself on a bunch of wait lists. So yeah, I'm like in a bunch of wait lists now. So maybe by 2026, I can go to more cons, guys. Great. Gives me lots of time to save money for merch production. Perfect. Because not gonna lie, I'm kind of broke right now. I was waiting. Do you know how desperately I was waiting for YouTube money? So YouTube usually pays me like around like the 21st. And for some reason, I think because it was a Sunday, they didn't like send it to me or whatever. So like I spent like all weekend and like all of Monday like, where is my YouTube money? They finally paid me like yesterday. I literally was sitting there like, good God, I really need this YouTube paycheck right now. Not gonna lie. It's not easy being a con artist. I know, right? I thought it would be so easy. I thought you just scam people. And yeah, you just enjoy life. But apparently you gotta like apply. And you miss out. Oh God, this brush actually looks really textured up close. Wow, it looks so fuzzy up close. That's really strange. Anyways, I finally lined this. Took me forever. Ice soup. No more ice soup since I finally got paid by YouTube. Thank you. Thank you, YouTube, for holding my money hostage. Yeah, I've been scamming people with change. That's basically what I've been doing, pretty much. Okay, so apparently I'm not allowed to use my... So this is the tool I usually use for filling in the base color. So I circle an element and it gets filled pretty nicely. But apparently I'm not allowed to use that because I always use that, so... Well, how am I supposed to fill that then? Okay, there's this tool called Enclose and Fill. Is that the same concept? Okay, guys, there's a thing that has the exact same concept, but I actually never used it before. Oh, it works so badly. This is why I don't use it. I think it's like the Clip Studio default equivalent of the one I usually use, because the one I use I downloaded it from the Clip Studio assets. But I think this one is like their own version of it. It's like Walmart brand. Oh my god, it doesn't work. Help. Come on. No, don't do this to me. I'm gonna scream. Fine. Normal fill tool. The normal fill tool like works better. Oh, that sucks though. I hate the normal fill tool. No, I don't want to do this. Please. Please fill this in, please. I hate it here. This is gonna take 5 years. Base colors is already like the worst fucking stage. What? Why does it do that? You see that edge it created? That's messed up. Can I use my normal fill tool? Please, we're gonna be here all day. I'll use all the other brushes I never use for everything else. But this is torture. Oh my god. It's gonna take me 5 years. Oh well, I guess this is my life now. Why? What? Stop this. Why am I being bullied by a brush? This is crazy. I feel like I want her hair to be this color. It's like too traditional Miku hair color. I think it should be something a bit more fun, but I'll decide on that in a bit. Oh yeah, also speaking of like money stuff, I don't know how, but I somehow got like tricked into having a Prime subscription by Amazon. I never consciously bought Prime. Like, I never subscribed to it. I never bought it. I don't fucking use Prime. But apparently I got charged for Prime and I was really confused. And I went to check my account and I actually did have Prime for some fucking reason. And I'm like, what? How long has this been happening for? And then I tried like canceling it and it wouldn't let me cancel it. It was only letting me pause it. And this is why I hate subscription services. They will like do all sorts of weird shit to get you to stay and stuff like that. It's like so fucking weird. I don't understand. Whoa, that's kind of sick. Maybe a bit like darker green. Maybe like this. But yeah, so I managed to pause it. Not cancel. Pause. I don't know why. I have no idea what's up with that. But basically I have 20 days to watch Prime Video until it expires. This is my only chance to watch stuff that's on Prime. And I started watching Parks and Recreation because I've been meaning to watch it for a while. Oh man, I gotta find a pen that I never used to fill in the stuff here. There you go, that works. Because like, okay, so I really like sitcoms. I'm a little bit obsessed with sitcoms. I just really like watching sitcoms. I just think they're fun. But like, I like good sitcoms. I don't watch any of like the bad stuff. You know, if I think that a sitcom is not funny, I drop it. And I was really excited to watch Parks and Recreation because I thought it would be. Of course, you would watch Parks and Listen, I really like sitcoms. Okay, I am a sitcoms connoisseur. Okay, if you need sitcom recommendations, you should come to me. Nobody rates them and understands them like how I do. I have a superior sense of humor. But anyways, I was gonna watch it because I was like, oh yeah, it's gonna be like really good. But like, it's okay. It's not the worst I've seen. Like, I've seen some bad sitcoms. But it's not as funny as The Office. Like, it's shot and made in the same style as The Office. And I think like one of the writers is the same as on The Office. But like, in my opinion, The Office is just a little bit more charming and funny. But like, it's okay. It's not the worst. So I'm just gonna watch it until I'm just gonna watch as much as I can until my Prime expires, I guess. You know, I got nothing better to do. I watch so many sitcoms because I need something to watch while I eat. Sitcoms are basically what I watch while I'm eating. It's like my go-to food like TV shows. It is sitcoms, you know. I fucking love watching them. Just like, you know, it's like a very head empty watch. Just, you know, just kind of there. You don't have to think too much and just have fun. Well, if it's a good one. If it's a bad one, you will not be having fun. You will be having a terrible, terrible time. The first season is rough, but the fourth season are way better. Well, that's what lots of people say about The Office, right? A lot of people don't like The Office all that much. Like, I've met a lot of people who would watch The Office and be like, what the fuck is this, Lera? Like, I would, like, show them The Office and they'd be like, no. Like, a lot of people who are like, yeah, I couldn't handle The Office, like, it would be too cringe for me. And people are like, yeah, The Office just gets time to get into, you know, it takes a while to, like, get used to it, but then you will like it. That's what a lot of people say about The Office. And I feel like I'm gonna sound like a psychopath. And you people are gonna be like, Lera, what the fuck is with your sense of humor? But when I saw The Office for the first time, like the very first episode, my stomach was hurting from laughing. And I feel like I sound insane saying that because I haven't quite found anybody else who was this impressed by the pilot episode of The Office. But apparently it was just my sense of humor. Like, The Office is nice. I already like The Office. I find it so weird when Europeans talk about American sitcoms. Look, there's not a lot of European sitcoms that I know of that are like good. The thing with European like stuff is that they just like rip off the American ones. They just make like their own. Like the Russians have a lot of sitcoms that are basically just like Russian versions of American sitcoms. Like we have multiple ones that are basically based on American sitcoms, but they reshoot them with Russian actors. Like a lot of, and I feel like that's a thing in like a few European countries. They just like reshoot American sitcoms and then they like show them on their television. I don't know. It's weird, okay? Like, obviously The Office was originally from the UK and then they made an American version. I actually watched the UK Office. I've seen a few episodes and I didn't think it was that good. I actually prefer the American Office to the British one. I don't know, I just feel like the American one has like a bit more iconic characters. But I feel like that's just preference, to be completely honest. Eating about YouTube TV is a crime. Well, when you live alone, yeah, pretty much. Like, what am I gonna do? Listen to my thoughts? No, I must have a funny TV show on at all times so that I don't have to think so that I don't have to listen to my thoughts and be like, I need this distraction. So yeah. Every time I hear this song, I want to burn it. Do not be mean to my favorite song by my favorite producer, Rabbit IP. You cannot be mean to them. It's a great song. But yeah, so I kind of watch sitcoms religiously. So if anybody wants good sitcoms recommendations, come to me. Obviously, Brooklyn Nine-Nine is the single funniest show ever made. But I watch a lot of sitcoms, so I know what I'm talking about, okay? I'm a connoisseur. I do not watch anything with laugh tracks in them. Fuck that shit. If your sitcom has a laughing track, I'm not watching. Fuck you. Like, if you're making a sitcom and you're trying to impress me, if you're like, yeah, I'm making a sitcom, I hope Lera watches it. Well, you better hope there is no fucking laughing track in it. Because if there is, okay, this is not filling in, it's completely my fault. If there is, I'm not fucking watching, man. Like, is it funny, Brooklyn Nine-Nine? It's the funniest. There is nothing funnier than Brooklyn Nine-Nine, okay? It is my top sitcom right now. My top 3 are Brooklyn Nine-Nine, The Office, and The Good Place. Well, I guess I don't know if The Good Place like technically counts as a sitcom. I think it does. It just has more plot than some of the others, but I think it's still kind of a sitcom. Just like very plotful sitcom. There's a lot going on in The Good Place, but it is a very funny show. Watched one episode of Brooklyn Nine-Nine, but it was funnier in the Facebook reels. Unbelievable. You honestly, you should be hanged for comments like that. I don't make the rules. I'm sorry if that sounds a little bit extreme, but I mean it. I actually do. Anybody loves Raymond Slaps? Everybody loves. There's a Russian version of that one. That's the only. I have never seen the American one. I have seen the Russian version of that one, and it wasn't great. But I'm gonna give the American one the benefit of the doubt. Maybe it's better. Have you watched Arrested Development? No, I have not. Is it good? Is it good, or are you trolling me? I think that, like, I'm currently watching Psych. They finally put Psych on Netflix, thank God. I kept thinking that maybe I'm gonna have to pirate it at some point, but Crisis Averted, Psych is on Netflix, and now I can enjoy it fully. So yeah, I've been watching Psych. I'm gonna get back to it after my Prime expires, I guess. But yeah, Psych is pretty good, actually. I think Psych is like the closest I found to Brooklyn Nine-Nine. But Psych is like really unhinged. I gotta say. It was made in like 2006, right? So like it's like one of like the older ones. And oh my god, there was this Christmas episode. So they had like an opening song, right? And there was this Christmas episode where they walk into a house, like in the introduction, and a man hanged himself. Like they find a hanged body. And immediately the opening starts playing. And it's fucking Christmas version of the opening. Like it's a Christmas remix with a snowflake frame decorating it. And like Christmas like styled instrumentals. Like they walk in, this man hanged himself, and then it cuts to like, I know, you know, that I'm not telling the truth. And I was like, wow. They really did that, huh? They really, like multiple people during production saw that and were like, yep, put this on TV. And then there was another episode where they were solving a crime that happened at a telenovela set. And that episode the opening was in Spanish. So they were really wilding with Psych. They were really going for it. I gotta, I gotta admire the dedication. But oh my goodness. That was unhinged as fuck. Arrested Development is so good. I wouldn't watch the last season though. I feel that's the case of like a lot of sitcoms, huh? That's definitely the case of Brooklyn. The Brooklyn last season is so bad, man. Arrested Development. But does it have laughing tracks? Oh, it's on Netflix? Okay, I can watch it if it's on Netflix. It better not have laughing tracks, I swear to God. Genre, sitcom, absurdist humor, black comedy. Oh god, it's always the absurdist humor. I watched one sitcom, it had such insane absurdist humor. Like, it was actually crazy. I was like, how the fuck did they think of some of these things? Some of them are just so crazy. I don't even understand the jokes sometimes. Like, I'm like, how did you fucking think of that? But yeah, I do like sitcoms a lot, so I will watch those after I finish 8 seasons of Psych and 6 seasons or whatever they had of Parks and Recreation. Love Interest made me want to kill myself. I know, right? Like, it's just like, it's not funny, you know? It is not funny. I need to go back and finish Psych. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Like, I wish the episodes weren't 40 minutes long. I feel like they could totally fit the content into 20 minutes. You know, like, they feel a little bit long. Like, Brooklyn Nine-Nine manages to fit so much into a 20-minute long episode. Right, I feel like they could do that too, but, you know, it's from 2006. I'm gonna give them, like, you know, I forgive them. I kind of get it. People had longer attention spans back then. It was a different generation. I actually hate TV shows with really long episodes. Like, you know, I might as well have gone to watch a movie. Except the movie would have had a clear beginning and end, and then I never have to think about it again. But you're giving me this hour-long episode, and you also ended on a cliffhanger. And now I'm here and I have to watch the rest of it. Like, how about we don't do that? Like, I don't know why, but whenever I start a TV show and it's got fucking like 40 to 1 hour long episode, I'm like, why do you hate me? Okay, I'm gonna make Miku have really weird skin color, but that's just because I can't see what I'm painting here. I'll change it back. She's like Furio Tigre skin color now. Honestly, that's kind of cool. I love my boy Furio Tigre. 43 minutes for a sitcom is crazy. Yeah, I guess because Psych is also a police show, technically. You know, they do solve crimes. They solve crimes in Brooklyn too, but they do... The crimes kind of take second place in Brooklyn. I think we can all agree on that. But I feel like Psych is a lot more, actually, like, investigation focused. So I don't know, maybe that's why they take a while, but like, yeah, they take forever because like they're gonna like, first they're gonna have a suspect, they're gonna have another suspect, then that suspect turns out to be wrong, and then they're finally gonna have their final suspect with a plot twist or whatever, and it's like, okay, but you could have done this in 20 minutes though, right? Why is this fill tool so bad, man? It sucks. And this is why everybody uses the other One Clip Studio. Okay, jeez. I'm struggling here. I never took this long on base colors in my life, I think. I'm watching The Boys and consistently has 15 minutes to 1 hour episodes every time, so I'm always doing something else while watching it. Yeah, I really want to watch The Boys, but I'm kind of intimidated by it. I'm making my mom watch it. Sometimes if I'm unsure about a TV show or a movie, I recommend it to my mom. And I make it sound like it's a genuine recommendation. I'm like, oh yeah, mom, you should like totally check out this TV show. It's really good. And like, you know, like, I make it look like a recommendation, but in reality, I'm just like testing it on her. And then she's like, "Oh yeah, I started watching this TV show." And I'm like, "So how was it? So what did you think? Do you think it's worth watching?" Like, I'm like, "So how would you rate this TV show on a scale from 1 to 10? Like, I'm telling, please don't. It's pretty cool if you can stomach some stuff, to be honest. It's gross sometimes. Ooh, is it really gory? I heard that it's kind of like Invincible, but live action. That's like how some people described it. Which is like, I guess that's okay. But Invincible was cartoon gore. Oh my god, that is so not the brush that I was using for this. Like, Invincible was kind of cartoon gore, so that's not really as bad, I guess. So I don't know. I'm not a big fan of realistic gore, I'm gonna be honest. I really don't like it. It's pretty gory. Oh man. Yeah. I'm not huge on realistic gore. I don't really like looking at it. I'm usually fine with like graphics and like cartoon gore, but I don't really enjoy really realistic. Like, I don't really like gore in movies at all. So I can't really watch some horror movies as well because the gore just really bothers me. Maybe I won't watch it. It's okay. I don't have enough time on my Prime membership to watch both Parks and Recreation and The Boys. So I think out of the two, I would rather go with the one that's funny and cute and not the one that's really bloody and messed up. But I'm making my mom watch it. Do not fear. I told my mom to watch The Boys. You see, my mom hates superhero stuff. She's just like me. She's so real for that. But yeah, my mom hates superhero stuff. And I was like, "Mom, so there's this show, The Boys," and she's like, "I saw that on the website where I watch stuff, but I didn't want to because it has superheroes in it." And I was like, "Yes, Mom, but it's different." I was talking about, like, I totally know. I'm like, "No, Mom, but like this one is not the same. It's not like your typical superhero stuff." And she was like, "Okay, then I'll watch it." Like, so it's okay. My mom is gonna watch it. My mom watched Midsummer for me. I told her to watch Midsummer. I was like, "So there is this movie, Mom." And then she described it to me. She was like, "Lera, that movie had a scene of somebody like finishing a person that jumped off a cliff with a hammer." And I was like, "Cool. That's good to know. Thanks for telling me that beforehand, before I committed to that movie." Why would you make her watch that? Okay, in my defense, my mom likes horror. My mom really likes horror and science fiction, okay? I don't have any real recommendations for her because whenever I tell her, "Oh, Mom, have you seen this movie?" she's like, "Yeah." If I find anything with science fiction in it and I'm like, "Hey, Mom, have you seen this movie before?" she's like, "Yeah." I think she like basically went through the science fiction tag on like the pirating Russian website where she watches everything, and I think she genuinely has seen everything there is with the tag. You know, like obviously when there's new stuff, she watches it immediately, but like if it has sci-fi in it, my mom has probably seen it. There just gaslights her mom into watching bad media. No, I don't. I gaslight her into watching media that I think might be good, but I don't know if I want to commit to it, and I don't know if like I'm gonna like it or like if it's gonna be like too scary. I usually make her watch stuff if I think it's too scary. Like Midsummer, I was like, "Mom, can you watch this like horror movie and tell me about it because I don't want to watch it myself." It's okay, she gets it. She gets it. Okay, I'm officially done with the base colors. It only took 5 years. So the shading. How are we gonna go about the shading, guys? What is that blue line there? I don't know what it is. I can't find what layer it's on. I guess it's just permanently there now. I have no idea. Oh, I found it. Okay. The how to watch what we do in the shadows. Okay, that sounds like something really scary. I'm not gonna do that. I don't wanna. Okay, don't try to like traumatize my mom though. Okay, I obviously don't show her anything that I think it's gonna traumatize her. Maybe don't try to traumatize my mother, please. Okay. It's not scary, it's just a good show. I'm gonna look it up right now. Alex, I swear to God. What we do in the shadows. Comedy horror? I don't know. Is it a sitcom though? Because then I can watch it. And I have my new shower curtain. Nice. Does it have ducks on it? Just asking for a friend. Okay, anyways, the shading. We are finally shading this. Honestly, I'm just gonna pick a random brush for each thing I'm shading. And then we're gonna see how fucked up that looks. But first I'm gonna do some random shit in the background. Just to feel something. Let's just grab this brush and just do some squiggles. For the edge. Edge. Man. Catherine forever in my mind. Forever, man. Edge. There you go. I'm using the canvas brush I like downloaded just today. I think I got more stuff today, but I can't even find it. I install them and then I forget where I put them, so I don't know. There you go. It's the author of the Modern Day Vampires. You know, I might watch that actually. My mom's not as huge on comedy as I am. It has butterflies. I guess butterflies are okay. I don't know why you would want to have them in your shower. Butterflies are not really like a shower animal. You know who are? Ducks. Ducks are like the shower and bath mascot. I'm just saying. Wait, Aaron is in the jar with Kitten. Aaron, you're gonna get infected. Kitten is sick. She's in quarantine in there. Wow, I think Aaron got the infection probably by now because I didn't see it beforehand. And now, you're all gonna get sick, I think, probably. Okay, so for the skin, I'm just gonna pick a random brush. I don't even know any of these. What section should I pick it from? Markers, thick paint, India ink, realistic. Yeah, sure, Clip Studio Paint. Your default brushes are realistic. Maybe one of the 138 brushes. I guess we just use that for liners, so we could use a different section for that. What else have we got? Watercolor section. Aaron got the duck pond flu sneezes. Oh my goodness. It's gonna spread. It's the bird flu. But it's the duck flu. I'm gonna go with this one. I don't know what I just picked. I just randomly clicked on it. Let's see. Oh my goodness, okay. Oh, okay. Well, that's fine. I can work with this. Oh my god, okay. Immediately just hates it. I hate This is why I never leave my comfort zone. This is why I always stay in my comfort zone forever. Okay, it's alright, I guess. At least it blends. So many of these brushes don't even blend by default, and then I have to like go into the settings and do it. Miss the hole in the shower curtain. That's why you have to concentrate on that fully instead of watching me. Or even better, you can concentrate on me fully and forget about the shower curtain. Who cares about moving when you can watch VTubers, am I right? Hey Lera, have you heard of Deca 27? It's pretty underground. Yeah, very underground. But that's okay because I listen to lots of underground Vocaloid producers. I listen to producers you people have never even heard of. Like Giga, Kira, Circus P, Pinocchio P. You know, these are all very underground. I can't pick a shadow color. Sometimes I hear a song and I'm like, man, this song is not really like my style. I don't know, it's okay I guess, but not really for me. And then I hear Len Kagamina's voice go, Giga! And I'm like, oh, okay, that makes sense. That explains it. He's been like hiding it lately. He doesn't like put it in the very beginning that much. He like randomly puts it like in the middle lately. Or one time I listened to a song through until the end. And the whole time I was like, yeah, this song is very mid. And then at the end it goes, Giga! And I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, alright. I think like he's trying to hide it so that I listen to his songs until the end or something. He's like baiting me at this point. Have you watched the On Display Me by someone called Lera? It's so cool. I know, right? You should stream it on Spotify because Spotify has this new policy where they don't give you money anymore unless you have 1,000 streams. So they will only start paying you once you reach 1,000. So yeah, please stream it on Spotify. Oh my god, I'm never gonna get any money at this rate. Like, I think out of all the songs, I think I have like 30 songs on Spotify or something like that. And I think out of all of them, like 10 have 1K. So I'm only making like less than half of the money I could be making. The Vocaloid version is on there too if you hate the one of my vocals. You know, no shade. They're both on there. If you don't want to listen to my vocals, the Vocaloid version is there. I may have bought both versions from iTunes already. That's good. That is solid real income. Electronic Heart is my alarm. Electronic Heart does have 1K, I'm pretty sure. I have this like one song that like for some reason like did really well both on YouTube and on Spotify. So that song is basically like the only reason I make money on that website anymore. Like I think all of my profits just come from the streams on that one specific song. Nobody cares about like any other of my works. It's only just that one song. So like I guess it's not a bad song. I like it, but like I don't know. I think it's really funny that it's like the only one of my songs that's like doing really well on Spotify. Okay. I want her to have lipstick, but I guess I can't use my airbrush. I can use the other airbrush I never use. There's this one called Hard. Am I going to hate this? Yes I am. Well, this is the only airbrush I'm allowed to use, so... Hard it is. Jeez, okay. The Spotify algorithm is also really weird too. I only hear one song from each artist. Really? Like when you have it on your playlist, or does it only recommend you like one song? I don't know. For me, well, I don't use Spotify, right? I have no idea how Spotify works. I am not on Spotify like ever. The only times I'm on Spotify is like to check my own streams, and that's it. Like, I don't use Spotify. I use YouTube for music. I'm like one of those people. But either way, YouTube has a really weird shuffle. It is like really broken. I think I basically have too many songs on my playlist, and because of that, it just like freaks out. So when I have it on shuffle, it will play me like the same 5 songs. Like it will just get stuck, and then it will play me the same 5 songs. Or if it's not doing that, it will like pick out random songs. But like it will always like I have it on shuffle. I think I'm like at 2,000 or something like that. Like my playlist is huge on YouTube. Let me see. My like main YouTube playlist has 2,492 songs on it, right? So I put it on shuffle and I play it, and it somehow always picks like the same few songs. And I'm like, there's no way that this playlist has 2,400 songs. And this is somehow the song you land on every single time. You know what I mean? Like, it is like something is going on there. They are lying to me. There's no way that's actually a shuffle. Like, that is not how shuffle works. There's the chances of the song coming up constantly are miserable, and yet it always does. I think YouTube's like shuffle system genuinely made me hate some songs. I think their shuffle system actually made me like hate some songs that I was perfectly fine with before, but they just kept coming up in the shuffle, even though that's not like statistically possible. I don't know. It's really strange. Yeah, there's no way it's actually random. Rookie numbers. Well, I'm adding songs to it every day. One day. My Spotify will play Digital Circus Gummy Goo. Where are you? Like every shuffle. But why do you have that on your Spotify? Man, that person is making bank. I know that person is definitely making bank from Spotify. Maybe I should get on that Amazing Digital Circus fan song. Has Been Hotel fan song, maybe even better. I should get on that. That's how I make real bank from Spotify. Not by putting passion and care into my music. I should just stop making songs about my feelings and start making songs about Gummy Goo. Because I like it. Well, is that really something you want to admit publicly just like that? That's why I don't use shuffle. I spend like 2 days organizing my playlist. Yeah, but then like I have so many songs, you know. I guess I could just like pick a random point and then just make it go down from there. I don't know. Maybe I should just start doing that. I do have a separate playlist that's got my like favorite songs, and that one I usually don't shuffle. I just leave it to play. Right. But I'm talking like, you know, like all-time favorite songs, like absolute favorite songs, like, you know, the songs that I would, you know, die for. I think I'm sitting at like 300. So apparently I have 300 absolute favorite songs. I don't know. Is that really something? I don't know, it's like I feel like that's not really like favorite then if there's that many of them. It's the same. I'm this way with everything, you know. It's like, oh yeah, I totally don't have like 5 different baby girls. You know, I totally don't have like multiple favorite like characters or anything. You know, I think the word favorite is that you're supposed to only have one, but I guess that's not the case with me. Yeah, I think Shuffle is like weirdly biased. I don't know what's happening on it. But yeah. I've got songs organized by album and artist and organized by how much I like them and then shuffle them using math so songs by the same artist don't get played back to back. I have a whole Excel spreadsheet. This is why, you know, I'm not saying anything, but maybe we should keep music fun. You know, maybe music should be coming from the heart, and maybe listening to music should be coming from the heart. This is what happens when you let a teacher pick the song for like the ride while you're in the car. You know, I'm on a road trip with Phoenix, and I'm like, yeah, Phoenix, you can pick, you know, the songs. And then Phoenix pulls out a spreadsheet. Like, if I was on a road trip with someone and they were like, yeah, Lera, you can pick the song, I just put on Mary on a Cross 10 hours loop video. And that's it, you know? Purely emotional, exactly what I need right now for this really long road trip. Please invite me to road trips, guys. Please don't use this as like something to convince you to never invite me to a road trip again, please. You will love it. Mary on a Cross is the kind of song that you can listen to for hours and it doesn't get tiring, I promise. Welcome back, Sam. So like if there's 200 songs on my playlist and I'm adding an album of 10 songs, I put the new songs every 20 times? What? I'm sorry, I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't know what the fuck you're going on about, bestie. I don't know. I don't know what this means. I'm actually very scared right now. I thought I cared about music. I thought I took music pretty seriously, but apparently somebody has me beat. That's crazy. Wow. Okay. For 556 songs on my Visual K playlist, half of it not even Visual K, and Gamigu, Where Are You? Just plays often. Yeah. I don't know, I feel like the shuffle is very broken on both Spotify and YouTube. Because I heard that the Spotify shuffle is also like really weird, so I don't know. I wonder if they just like push more popular songs or something like that more. I don't know, I really don't know. Next time I'm reorganizing a stream it, no, please don't. I don't wanna combine music and math. That's why I've been avoiding learning music theory. That's why I don't learn music theory. That's why my music, it might sound bad, but it comes from the heart. It comes from complete ignorance of music theory knowledge, okay? There is no thinking and calculating and knowledge of how chord structures work in there, okay? It's just like I just put together whatever sounds good. And I'm fine with that. Please do not bring math into my music. Thank you very much. What the fuck? I'm not subject to the whims of algorithms. You know what? I'd rather my YouTube just played me the same song until I hated it. It's fine. Whatever, man. Sometimes I have this weird thing where it plays me the same song, like it will play me different songs, but between those songs it will always play me the same song, which I think is hilarious. I just find one song I like, listen to it until I hate it, rinse and repeat. Yeah, I do that sometimes too. Sometimes I do just get tired of a song and it's completely on me because I listen to it too much. So yeah. Then why are you sending YouTube links? Minimi, don't just send songs into my chat! What did she fucking send? What is that? Do not send YouTube links into my chat! Bruh, what is that? The Gummy Goo song, really? You sent the Gummy Goo song into my chat? Bruh. I'm so upset right now. You can't just do that. You cannot do that. I will take away your mod privileges. Only mods can send links in chat, and you're abusing that power right now. What the fuck? I mean, you're gonna drive my audience away. They're all gonna go listen to this song now. Anyways, I'm gonna now pick a random brush from the realistic section because I'm really intrigued about it to color the hair. You know what? Rough wash sounds hilarious. We are using a brush called Rough Wash. Oh god, I hate it so much. What the fuck is this? What is this texture? Why is my computer's fan going off when I'm using it? There's just so much wrong with this brush, but this is the one I'm using for the hair now, I guess. Jeez. Adding it to my Spotify, that's actually a banger track. Oh my god. Maybe I'm too old. I think I'm too old to understand this. I am definitely too old to understand Mesmerizer. Like, I'm sorry. I gave it multiple chances. And me and Nonsense came to the conclusion that Mesmerizer is just like Zoomer Vocaloid fan song or something like that. Like, I do not fucking get Mesmerizer. And great, this brush does not blend. It just multiplies on top of each other for some reason. That's great. What have I gotten myself into? You know, like Mesmerizer? I don't feel anything when I listen to Mesmerizer. Like, I think the chorus sounds kind of bad. Like, I think the video is really nice, and I feel like most people like it for the video, let's be honest. But, like, I'm completely indifferent to it. I don't really feel anything when I listen to it. Which I think is a worse insult than I hate it when we're talking about music. I feel like there's nothing more painful for a musician if their song doesn't make you feel any emotion. But like, I just sincerely don't care for Mesmerizer. I'm too old. I think I'm too old for Mesmerizer. It's like the new Vocaloid fan generation song, you know. It's like it's for the children. I hope they're having fun. I really do. But don't get me involved in whatever that is. God, this brush sucks so bad. I shouldn't have picked them randomly. I should have just been like, yeah, whatever, I'll look at my options and then decide on the best brush for the hair. But now I'm coloring her hair like it's made out of wool or something like that. I don't know. Y'all feel things? When I listen to music, I do, usually, yeah. Music is like the only thing that awakens emotion in me anymore. Music and art. You know, I really love music and art. I'm a big fan. You know, I am actually a very, very, like, sensitive when it gets to, like, stuff like that. Like, I'm just really emotional about music and art things. I literally cry. I cry at, like, Pixar movies. But, like, not even at, like, you know, the sad emotional parts. I start crying at a Pixar movie as soon as it, like, starts. You know, they're showing you the introduction, and it's perfectly normal, and I'm tearing up. Like, I am not kidding. That happened to me multiple times. Like, I don't know. Something I'm like really emotional about some things like that. And like, whenever I like hear a good song, I'm like, yeah, this is good shit. You know, this makes me feel emotions. Like, Mesmerizer's Ghost Rule for Gen Alpha. I guess that's true because I was a big fan of Ghost Rule back in my time. You know, well, I still am. You know, Ghost Rule was kind of the song for me, so that would make sense actually. Already tearing up, yeah. Okay, the app beginning part is obviously sad. The beginning part made you laugh? Are you actually like a sociopath? Are you insane? Are you psychotic? Are you a serial killer? Are you a murderer? Are you a monster? Is something deeply wrong with you? Nah, there's no way. There's no way. If I'm sorry, but like if the app intro section where she dies and there's like the fucking playing, like something is wrong with you. You're something inside you is broken, and I hope they can fix it, because that is just no way to live a life. I'm sorry. Like when I actually like constantly cry when I see App. Whenever I re-watch App, I cry. One time I watched it while having breakfast and I cried into my cereal. Like I had tears pouring into my cereal. Okay? Like App is one of my like favorite movies of all time. App makes me feel so emotional. I cry multiple times during App. I cry in the beginning, I cry in the middle, and then I cry in the very end. I cry 3 times total. Every single time I watch App, okay? Like, do not at me. I am a crybaby when it gets to this kind of stuff, okay? Like, sometimes I just watch the beginning part just to feel something. Oh man. I don't know, man. Like, App is just such a good movie. Like, it's really funny, but it's also really sad. I really love it, honestly. Yeah, well, at least I don't cry at commercials. I know people who cry at commercials. Back in school, our teacher showed us this commercial that was like promoting not buying products with palm oil in them. And it was showing this like animation of orangutans having their like forest destroyed by people who are like producing palm oil or whatever. And I was like, yeah, that's sad. But like I already didn't buy palm oil. I try to like avoid palm oil if I can anyway. So yeah, I already knew that it was bad. And I was watching it and I was like, man, that's really sad. And then I turned my head to look at the girl sitting next to me, and she's crying. She was crying at a commercial about fucking orangutans and palm oil. Like I don't know, man. I don't know. Like maybe I shouldn't judge because I cried at the Barbie movie. I literally cried at the Barbie movie. So maybe I shouldn't judge. But like, I don't know, man. It was just a commercial. It wasn't even that long. I watch sad movies a lot, but I know I need to cry so I can cry. I listen to like certain songs for that purpose. I'm not that girl. Yeah, maybe she was just like feeling guilt. Maybe she didn't know about the effects of palm oil on the environment. Maybe that's why she was crying. She was probably like, oh my god, I have Nutella for breakfast every day or something like that, you know? Maybe that's why she cried. I don't know. Maybe she was just like feeling guilt. Maybe she was just getting consumed by guilt. Which is like, then I kind of get it, you know? I mean, like, I was already a conscious consumer about palm oil at the time, so maybe it didn't get me as hard. Like, I was like, well, I already don't buy palm oil stuff, so whatever. What about action movies? You cry in those? I don't really like action movies. I don't know. I cry at things that look pretty. Like, I genuinely... If like, I cry at, like, Pixar movies or, like, animated movies just because the animation looks really nice. I literally just cry at, like, things that look beautiful. Right? I cry at music that sounds really beautiful. I might not even know what the lyrics are about because it's in Japanese, but, like, I cry at it because, you know, it just... You know, it's pretty and I like it. I just really care about art, okay? Like, leave me alone. The ending to Rambo? What the fuck is Rambo? Actually, I think one time I cried at like one of those like short movies they show you before a Pixar movie as well. One of the best movies ever made. What is Rambo? Maybe I know it. No, I have never seen this. That doesn't look like something I would cry at. Maybe I would cry at how muscular this man is. Yeah, I could cry about that. I could see myself being like, wow, he's just so muscular. I cried at the ending of Coco, so at least I'm a human. We all cry at the ending of Coco Minami. But the app thing is very concerning. Like, I think your brain needs to be studied. We need to do like an MRI of your brain. The ending actually is sad. Is it now? Maybe. I don't really watch live action all that much. I'm not a huge fan of live action stuff. Like, I'm very, very picky about live action. Okay, I'm gonna pick a random brush from the 138 set. I'm gonna do it for the random number generator again. Please don't give me another 3rd grade art class or whatever. 84. Okay. 84 is... watery brush opaque. Okay, that can't be so bad. Watery brush opaque is probably fine, right? Oh my god, okay. We can work with that. Me when I have to step out of my comfort zone and use brushes I'm not used to. Absolutely like losing it, like, oh, I can't believe I have to use this brush. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. It's just like, ugh, that texture looks really weird up close. Do not zoom in on this drawing, guys. Don't do it. Only pain and sorrow will come from that. That's fine, I'm just using it for the shirt. Okay. For this one, we're gonna use number 34. Oh, good god, okay. 34 is... the photocopied marker. Okay. That could be good. I like the photocopy. I use a different photocopied brush from this set. I can't really see the texture on it because of the coloring. I'm kind of curious what it looks like, but I can't really see it, so whatever, I guess. See guys, I'm doing just fine with these absolutely random brushes. The drawing doesn't look so bad. It's kind of looking like my print style, but like not quite. Looking like a weird coloring style I don't really use. I want to zoom in and see now. Well, look! Look here. Look, what is that? That is so strange. What are those edges? Why do they look like that? I don't understand. Whoever designed this brush hates me, and me specifically. Now I'm gonna use number 119 according to the random. You know what? I'm just gonna go with this set for the clothes because I think it works for the clothes well. So I'm just gonna pick ones from here for the clothes. Edge stainer, large. What the fuck is an edge stainer large? Okay. I'm just having different textures on the same piece of clothing now. Well, that's fine. It's just like a fluffy kind of texture, I guess. Whatever. They have such like funny names. Edge stainer, large. Okay, buddy. It's not that serious. It's just a brush. Are you selling this art at the con artist? Probably not. I'm not gonna make any more prints. I think because the prints didn't sell very well. The prints didn't sell very well, so I'm just gonna try and sell out of the ones I have. Okay, this brush is just not doing anything. I might print some more stuff. I think I might print the Fallen drawing I did, because Dungeon Meshi is like fairly popular. So maybe the Fallen one will be worth it, but I don't know. Look at me now, they let you holding my head. Look at me now, does it get under your skin? Oh, that was an accident. Prints are nice, I just have too many of them and no wall space. Yeah, I get that. I'm the opposite, I have so much wall space because I'm like in a new apartment, I guess. But also, I'm technically not allowed to put stuff on my walls. It literally says that in the contract, but I don't give a shit. Okay, this brush is called Bleedy Ribbon. Why? Why are they called like this? Who named them? But I think this was kind of like my print style. So that's fine. I'll do more stuff in the background a bit later. It's weird because like there are certain things that I want to do, but then I'm like, oh wait, I can't go to my like go-to brush for this, you know. So then I'm like, oh well, I guess I can't. I don't really know. I can't be bothered to look for a good substitute for it. So I just end up suffering. Look at me now, without you holding my hand. So far, I can't say that I found any brushes that I particularly like. So maybe I'm just gonna keep using the ones I always use. But I like the canvas texture brush. I think it's quite nice. But yeah, I haven't really found anything that crazy yet. Okay, I'm gonna use the markers. How many do I have here? I have 33 markers, but I only use one out of. So let's get a random number here. 22 from this set. 22 is fine tip smooth. Great, whatever that means. I think these are all just like meant to be like markers, so they should be fine. Yeah, this is okay. You can make holes in your apartment, but it's not even holes. I just use like tape, and I just stick it with like two-sided tape. Maybe that's why my Selene poster kept falling. But I put more tape and now she's fine. She kept falling on me because I have her hanging like right above where I sit. I think it's because I live in an attic, right? My walls are like at an angle because I'm under a roof. So my walls are like diagonal. And I think because of that, like extra kind of gravity, I think she kept falling as well. But it's okay, she's fine now. My Selene poster lives. But yeah, once again, I said that before, but I think my prints just didn't do all that well because I didn't like have a very good presentation for them. I think a lot of people just straight up didn't see them. Like sometimes I would point it out, like because they would look at like a character keychain and I'd be like, I also have a print of that character, and they would become interested. So okay, this brush is, what is happening? Oh, it like multiplies over itself. I don't like this. I do not like this brush. It's for the hair. The hair is supposed to be soft. Okay, this brush is like not soft enough for the hair. I'm gonna use something else. There you go, 32. Let's see. Oh god, okay. Well. Oh my god. What is... Oh goodness. Okay. This actually feels like I'm painting with a bad felt tip. So... I guess the marketing was correct on this brush set. It really is a marker. Wait, is there like... a texture on it. Like, it's like, oh, I see what's going on. Look, there's a texture on this. Like, you're going over it, like, how do I explain? Like this, you know, like you're painting like this with a felt tip, and it's kind of leaving these like marks. That's what this is meant to look like, I think. That's messed up! Clip Studio, well, actually, it's not Clip Studio's fault. I paid money for this. That's messed up, whoever I bought this from at the back alley black market brush dealers. Giraptors, part raptor, part giraffe. That's... Where did you find out about such a book? That's neat looking. Well, it's not exactly the texture I was looking for the hair, but I guess it is now. I wonder if I can maybe I'll just put the whole texture, the whole hair with that texture, because I think then it's gonna look a bit more consistent, I guess. You know? Okay. Does it go with lighter colors? Yes, it does. Okay, so highlights on the Miku plush hair. I saw a video by a guy named Dino Diego. Okay, yeah, that sounds like somebody who would know about something like Giraptors. Illegal brushes, yeah. I got some black market brushes and I'm testing them out today. You know what? That texture actually looks kind of neat. Actually, I like this. I like this brush. That's a nice texture. Maybe I'll use it again somewhere. One day. If I won't forget. Like, once again, that's the problem. I just forget half of these exist. You know? I just don't remember. I literally just don't fucking remember that I have some of these brushes. Okay, I think this one is... Oh, wait, I'm on the wrong layer. Okay, never mind. I think that's not a real brush. I think that's like a blender or something, because it's not doing anything, so I'll pick a different one. How about this one? Ooh, this one sucks, but I'm already on it. Whatever. This is such a gacha. You just never know. I'm doing brush gacha in here. You just never fucking know. Illegal brushes sound like brushes made out of endangered animals or something. You know what? That's kind of hardcore. I'd be up for that. I would be okay with that. I mean, they do make brushes out of animals. My mom used to be like really into watercolor, right? So she knew way too much about brushes, and then she would like info dump that on me. So I ended up knowing all about brushes. My mom really does just like get really into something, and then she tells me everything about it, and I know everything about it, and then she like stops doing it. I'm just describing myself. You know what? This is why she's my mom. Anyways, so yeah, I used to know all about like watercolor brushes apparently. I don't know. I do not like this brush. Get something normal. Give me something normal, please. Okay, this one is fine. Cocaine Bear? Oh god, I heard about Cocaine Bear. I don't know about a watch along. Where do you even like watch Cocaine Bear? How would I be able to like... I'm gonna be like, yeah guys, they were watching Cocaine Bear, do you... And then people are like, Lera, we don't know where to find that movie. Camel, boar, and horsehair that I know is used to make brushes. I think they use squirrels as well. At least in Russia. Very common brushes I used to paint with in Russia were squirrel tail. I think they were considered quite cheap as well. I think they were like very expensive. So yeah, squirrel brushes were like really common back when I was going to art school in Russia and stuff like that to use. I don't know why. I guess squirrels are pretty common there, so whatever. You know what? I actually really like the texture on Miku's hair. Look at it. It looks so nice. I think I'm gonna put that same texture on the jeans of the big Miku. Oh, there's also there's a vertical and a horizontal. So there's also one that goes like this. And then there is also a different one. Oh, there's one where it's like kind of like a chisel. Wow. Who would have thought that I had this here all along and then forgot about because, yeah. Who would have known, guys, right? All these brushes. Crazy. It's like, it looks like I put a lot of effort into it by, like, you know, filling it in with a very small, fine tip pen, but actually it's just a texture, and I can appreciate that. You use squirrel tails to paint? They already look like brushes. Those poor squirrel. They have a lot of hair in their tails. And squirrels, like, they're everywhere, man. Well, actually, I was about to say, squirrels are endangered. And then I remembered about how the gray squirrels basically kicked out all the red squirrels. But in Russia, we have red squirrels, so it's fine. Red squirrels are not endangered in Russia. It's okay. Okay, I'm gonna do some more stuff in the background. Maybe some kind of like outline around her would be nice. Like a paper kind of outline. I guess I can't use any of my regular textures either. There's this brush called the Fashionist. What does that imply? Oh my god, it makes my computer really slow. We're not using that. But this brush called Wonder Brush. Wonder Brush is not as wonderful as the marketing claims. It actually kind of sucks. Fuck the Wonder Brush. The Mr. Legit brush. Okay, this one better be legit. Mr. Legit brush. What makes it what is it? I guess it's got kind of like a texture to it, but it's not that visible. What the fuck is this? These brushes suck, man. Milady. There's a brush called Milady. Why is it called that? Why does it look like that? It's fucked up. What are these brushes? Why did I spend money on this? Can I please have like a normal brush? Like, you know, something that's not too bad, not too terrible. You know what? I guess I can't. Jeez. What is this? Why? Why? You know what? Maybe we can work with that. Maybe we can work with that. I don't know. You never know. You know what? We can work with that. Look at this. We can totally work with this. You tried the Mr. Beast Feastable bars? I heard they sucked. Oh yeah! I've seen them at the store. Do they suck? Why? Isn't it just like chocolate or something like that? I don't really know what they're made of. Surely, I feel like bars, like candy bars, usually don't suck. What they put in them? How could they possibly be so bad? I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Well, you know how I am. That's not a surprise to anybody, I think. But until like maybe a few years ago, I had no idea who Mr. Beast is. I know that's not a surprise to anybody here because I clearly don't know anything about like pop culture or popular things, but like I clearly remember like being in a voice call with somebody like and they would say something like, "Oh yeah, Mr. Beast," and I was like, who's Mr. Beast? And I didn't really get like a proper explanation, but yeah. I do know who Mr. Beast is now. I have never seen a single video of Mr. Beast. I never watched his stuff. I actually like never seen a single one of his videos. Like not... I still have never seen a single video from him. I have never seen a single manly badass hero video. I finally watched Markiplier like 2 years ago for the first time. I have never seen anything from the... I can never say his name. The Jacksepticeye, that guy. I have never seen any of his videos. I can't believe the candy guy started a YouTube channel. I know, right? I guess to promote his bad candy. I never look at the trending tab, so I didn't either. Yeah, I forget the trending tab even exists, honestly. Like, yeah, I've never seen that either. Markiplier is making an Iron Lung movie, which I am actually very excited about. I am actually pretty excited about that. I think I will definitely see Markiplier's movie. Like, I'm just so curious what he's even gonna do with it. You know, like, what is he possibly... Like, it's a nice game, but it's really hard for me to imagine, like, a full feature movie out of it. If you know what I mean. So maybe it's gonna be fun. You never know. I'm just kind of curious about what exactly he like came up with, I guess. So yeah, I'm excited for that actually. Pretty excited. What about this brush? That's interesting. It's kind of like a dry pen. It's drying out. But yeah, who else have I never seen? Well, to be fair, I have never seen like any YouTubers. I have seen like one PewDiePie video because, you know, he was a bit too famous, I guess, for me to never hear about. And I remember being like 12 and I watched like one of his videos and I thought, wow, why do people like this guy? Like, what is he doing? What is he even doing? And now I'm basically like doing the same shit, just random stuff on the internet. So how the tables have turned. You know, I've been using my regular eraser this entire time. Should I have been using a different eraser? I kind of just realized that. I guess I broke the rule on the eraser. I'm sorry about that. Okay. Edit texture. I don't have my normal texture, so I don't really know. I don't really know how I can get texture in here. I got this one called Grunge Texture. What do you think it does? Nothing. There's no texture there. Oh, there's like a little bit, I guess. Ink roller texture. I can't see it. Oh, I do a little bit. Please, I need my art to have more texture or I die. It will kill me. My YouTube feed is so disconnected from anything popular or normal now. It's all VTubers. Same. Mine is like all VTubers and Vocaloid music. Like, that's literally all it is. VTubers and Vocaloid music. Okay, this texture is kind of nice actually. I like it. It's kind of similar to what I normally put, but like as an image. But this one is a brush. There you go. I left for a second. Did I listen to Gummy Goo? Where are you? No! First of all, I can't listen to it on stream. I'm gonna get copyrighted. Second of all, I'm pretty sure I've heard it before and I wasn't that impressed. I'm sorry. Like, I'm 99% sure I've heard it before. Okay. I have mostly 50% Toho stuff. You know, I think it's for the best. I think it's good to keep your like recommended stuff you actually care for, you know? You don't want to get involved with like all the other stuff. Lately, YouTube keeps trying to show me news. I don't know why, but it's like, here are the latest news. And I'm like, I don't know how to tell you this, YouTube, but I am not here to watch the news. I'm kind of here for the opposite. I'm low-key here for misinformation. And VTubers. Sometimes both. I think Green Penrose kind of perfectly fits that kind of sweet spot of both. You know, she's both VTubers and misinformation. That's why I love her. But yeah. I don't know what to tell you. Maybe leave that stuff out of my YouTube feed. Also, all of my YouTube shorts are about food. I'm not kidding. I literally like all of my YouTube shorts. I just like either like people sharing really quick recipes, or like this one guy, his name is Japan Eat, and he like goes to different restaurants in Japan, and he has a really monotonous voice, but he just says like really random funny stuff as he tries the food. So yeah, literally just watch that guy go to like restaurants all the time. Like all of my YouTube shorts are food related. I find it pretty funny. Like I feel like your YouTube shorts algorithm is like completely unrelated to your like normal algorithm, because I don't watch any food videos, and I don't get any food videos like recommended to me on my like normal longer videos, but my shorts are literally all food. YouTube shorts are such a mystery to me. You know, I don't get them. The other day, it randomly decided to show people my short like a week later. Like it came out a week ago, and it didn't really do that well, and I was like, yeah, that's kind of whatever. That's basically what happens in most YouTube shorts. And then randomly a week later, it was like, you know what? Here, have 2,000 views overnight. And I was like, why? YouTube, why? Why did you suddenly like this video? Why did you remember it existed? Like, I don't understand how YouTube shorts work. Like, I'm done trying to understand them. I just kind of make them just for fun, because I just like making them now. I used to not really enjoy making them, but now I actually kind of do. I'm really into doing them now. So I just make them, and then I just leave it up to fate. You just never know what the YouTube Shorts algorithm will decide. It will either think it's incredible or that it's pure garbage. And I always post them on the exact same day, same time, so it's not really affected by that either. So I have no idea. I literally don't know what it like depends on. You wanna try new cooking recipes? I do. I love new cooking recipes. I get tired of food like really easily, mostly because I eat the same stuff very often. So whenever I get tired of the stuff I'm currently cooking, I just go and look at new recipes. But I only like very simple ones. I don't like very complicated stuff because I'm not a big fan of cooking, to be honest. So, yeah. I found out about this radio dramatization of the unquenchable thirst of Dracula based off an old, unused script for a Dracula movie set in India. Oh wow, that sounds... That's a lot of information. That's pretty interesting. I don't really listen to like radio stuff or like podcasts or audiobooks. I kind of prefer to just read books. And I don't really listen to like those kind of like audio drama stuff. I don't know. If I need to listen to something, I just listen to music. Okay, how edgy and not cute is this Miku, guys? Look at her. Isn't she like really cool and edgy and not cute? Don't look at the Miku plush she's holding, okay? She's about to burn it, actually. She's on her way. She's on her way to burn it. That's why she's holding it. She's not into cute plushies or anything like that. She's edgy and cool. This is what I tell myself when I look in the mirror every day. I'm like, I do not like Hello Kitty. I do not like Hello Kitty, and then I buy all the Hello Kitty merch. I'm cool and edgy. It's a very cute art. She's edgy and cute. How dare you? You're all fired. What is your usual go-to food you make? Okay, so if I'm really, really lazy, I just usually make pasta. Like, I have like 3 types of pasta that I enjoy, and I kind of rotate between them based on the ingredients I have and what I feel like and stuff like that. So one of them is lemon pasta, it's like cream and lemon sauce kind of thing. The other one is spicy tomato like sauce pasta that I make. And the last one is like this cream and tomato kind of thing. I don't really know how to explain it, but I like it. I also usually make something like chicken liver curry. I make curry a lot because it lasts a long time. I usually make like a big pot of curry and then I just eat that for a few days. I really like curry. I usually make green curry now because I learned a really good recipe. It's supposed to be authentic, but I don't know. It's good enough. It's good enough for my white taste buds, you know. I'm not complaining. It tastes fine. But yeah, I make curry, or sometimes I make like noodles, also like kind of with like chicken or something. I also make salmon usually like with some kind of sauce. What else? I don't know. Burgers. I make burgers sometimes. I try not to have them too often because it's unhealthy, but like I had a burger today actually. I think homemade burgers, surely they're a little bit healthier than like the McDonald's ones. I put salad in it. I put lettuce and tomatoes in it. It's okay. It's fine. It's homemade. Also, I make beans and rice. Me and Nonsense got into this really long argument over rice and beans. Like, really long argument. We were at the theater, and we were there a bit early, and we were waiting for the play to start. And while we were waiting for the play to start, we were in this really heated argument about how you cook rice and beans. Oh god, it is so, like, fuzzy when you zoom in. Look at that texture, that's crazy. Okay, Look at how it looks when you zoom in! It looks so, like... Oh my god, okay. Jesus Christ. Maybe I'll lower the noise a little bit. Don't tell me I eat rice and beans together. No, we were talking about, like, cooking it together, like the meal of rice and beans. But she was telling me that you're supposed to put the beans in with the water that they come in. Like when you're cooking the rice and beans, you put the beans with the canned water. And I was like, no you don't, you drain the beans. You drain the beans. And she was like, no, you put it with the water. That way, it's like juicier or whatever. Like, then it's gonna be really dry. And I was like, no. I was like, no you don't. And then we just argued for like a really long time until the play started. And I was sitting there like, good god, when is this play gonna start? Like, I was really scared. But she told me that it was totally how you're supposed to make it. But I was like, I don't think so. I have a HelloFresh recipe for rice and beans. And it tells you not to put into bean water. But, okay, I don't know. It was a very heated argument. And I tried coming back to it later and she was like, Lera, don't. So yeah. You want a Cosmic Corner while listen to an audiobook when I called Fisherman by Joe Langman? Oh, actually, I'm reading that right now, actually, Aaron. I'm pretty sure you recommended it to me some time ago already. So I actually am reading that right now. I'm a bit slow with it because I got like book club books on the top of everything. But yeah, I've been reading that really slowly. I don't know, it starts off kind of slow. I keep waiting for like the horror part to start. But all I'm getting is sad men who just became widows. And I'm like, when does the horror start? But yeah, I'm gonna finish it eventually though. I need to finish some other books. I'm into Viking books now. I'm in my Viking phase. Everybody knows that, I guess. But yeah, I'm reading a Viking book. Don't you like sad man? I mean, I would like the man to be sad because I made them sad, not because another woman made them sad, you know what I mean? Like, they need to be sad because I made their lives miserable, not because some other woman I don't even know made their lives miserable. I think that's just how it should work personally. You don't need to drain the beans unless you need only the beans for something different. I don't know, when I cook beans and rice, I make the rice, I drain the beans, I cook the beans in like tomato sauce with like, you know, some spices, and I also put sweet potato in it because that tastes really good. And then I put those on top of the rice and I eat it together. Like with the water, it just feels like it's gonna be like bean soup at that point. I don't know. I don't want to get back into this argument, you know. I think Nonsense was really upset with me disagreeing with her about it, so. You have to wait for them to get to the diner for the horror to start? Okay, fine. Lera making men sad. It's a full-time job, and I'm proud of my profession. Beans and rice, yeah, it's okay to drain it. Well, that's what I'm telling you, but she told me no. So I don't know. I don't know. It was a long argument, but once again, I think they started to play late. Because we got there, like, on time. I don't know what was going on there. This punk Miko is giving me gender envy. 10 out of 10, heroic. As long as you like it, I guess. How many men have you made sad? Honestly, countless. Countless. I mean, think about all these men that keep showing up at my, like, house. And then I don't, and then I ignore them. I'm pretty sure I made those men sad for sure. So yeah, I was gonna say something else. Oh yeah, I was gonna talk about what else I cook. I guess that's pretty much it. I make lots of different pastas, burgers, curries, or like just chicken with rice with like different sauces if I'm too lazy to make a full-on curry. Noodles. Yeah. I also participate in the art of buying oven pizza and the intricate art of putting it into the oven and baking it in there. And then I enjoy that. So yeah, you could say I'm a pretty good cook. I think I am pretty damn good at cooking. So yeah. Anyways, the drawing is done. You have 3 seconds to look at it until I switch screens. 3, 2, 1. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming. We have our last 2 underwater games left this weekend. So we just have 2 left, and then you will never see the ocean again. I'm gonna drain it, and yeah, there's gonna be no more ocean. So please enjoy looking at the ocean one last time this Friday and Saturday. Frozen pizza, exactly. I'm an excellent frozen pizza cook. You can trust me in the kitchen with that. No more ocean, yay! I know, right? What a relief. That is until they make more underwater games, you know. Punk Miku went on to become Lera's most famous work. The use of random and varied brushes intrigued art historians, as it may have been a sign of Lera's mental state at the time. Do not go psychoanalyzing my random ass brushes art. Thank you so much for the super chat, Alex. Thank you. Yeah, have a good night, everyone. I will see you on Friday for underwater games. Okay, if you know underwater games but I haven't played yet, you can tell them to me. Well, I'm gonna end stream now, but you can tell them to me next time, maybe. But I've played like I sort of got like 10 already or something like that. But yeah, I will see you guys on Friday for, I think it's In Other Waters on Friday. Yeah, it's In Other Waters on Friday.
and Under the Waves on Saturday. So yeah. Bye bye everyone. Have a good night.